We are back with another Tuesday with Tracey, and I wanted to go back and revisit what I originally told you I was going to do, which is to go through Mom's book, Lindy's book, that she created years ago, Making Magic with Moon Glow. So I'm going to open it up to the Glitz Spritz section, which was one of Mom's favorite. I say that all the time. She had so many favorites. I shouldn't even say that. But she loved a little Glitz Spritz. And what they are, I know I've told you a million times, but I'll tell you again. They are just the shimmer. They do have a fixative in there, but there's no dye underneath them. So they are great for adding extra oomph over the top of things. It kind of gives dimension. And then there's also some other things here that I'm going to show you, but I wanted to go through at least these pages to show you, give you a look. So the thing with Glitz Spritz that I personally find is that they work super well on dark colors. So they are great for galaxy and space and northern lights, aurora borealis, you know, all that kind of stuff. Or just to add kind of a little oomph to a darker piece. So starting with just super basics, I'm going to get out my fancy schmancy spray box. Oh, it makes me laugh every time because it's filthy. I know. So I'm just going to start with, this is just a navy piece of cardstock here. Just to kind of give you a overall look at spraying with Glitz Spritz. And I'm going to start with one of our newer colors. This one is Blushin' Banshee. So she's going to have a nice pink shimmer, kind of a, what's it called? Rose gold. That's the word. So you can see when you spray, my box is almost more interesting than what you spray, but it will dry. You can see on there, obviously, that it's still wet, but you can see where it has sprinkled, shimmered. Anyway, so that guy, super simple. Spray him, use him as a background. Start with a project and put it over the top to add a little oomph over the top. You can see here I did, this one's actually going to turn out really good. He was my space galaxy idea. So I have a combination of the, I think I did the Blushin' Banshee, the Lichen Lilac, and the blue, which is Shimmering Siren, and then went over the top with Unicorn, which gives it that rainbow iridescent shimmer over the top. So he is just cool like it is. You could cut him out, use him for die cuts or a background, just kind of for anything. The other thing with spraying, and this one I'm going to be a little messier because I'm going to use some canned air. You probably have seen, you could use a straw if you wanted. You don't have to use canned air. You don't even have to spray it. You could paint it on, but I'm going to take this Shimmering Siren, which is a beautiful blue, and I'm just going to do kind of a puddle at the bottom, and then show you by manipulating this guy, I can create kind of some cool effects. Oh, I'm breaking my air stuff. So what I have been doing is spraying it like this, and you can, let's see if you can see it a little better. I'll let it dry and I'll show you again later. But you can see it just gives these really cool like veining, and it made me think of aurora borealis. So I stamped a tree on black cardstock. It's going to look like that. Nothing super fancy, but I did two different techniques with it just to kind of get an overall look. One, I just thought like a starry night was kind of a cool option. So I sprayed 4 or 5 layers on here. I did the Dragon's Delight Gold. I did the Shimmering Siren. I did the Blushing Banshee, and I'm sure, did I say Dragon's Delight? That's the gold down here on the bottom. And then over the top, because I just love the iridescence of Unicorn Bling, I put him over the top. He may have pixie dust too. I did kind of went a little crazy just to give it that nighttime kind of a galaxy look. Could be kind of northerny lights, but more, I think, oh, the camera is not doing it justice, but you get the idea, I hope. But once I did that one and I started playing with the air, I thought, well, I could kind of make the sky a little bit more dramatic with that canned air. So that's what I did on that one. Just think it's kind of a cool technique. So the other thing I wanted to show you with the Glitz Spritz is we have what Mom liked to call Old Harry, which is a dauber cap, and we have them in the tool sections on our website. And of course, I had a clean one here, and I must have used it for my copper, Flamin' Fay copper. So it just looks like this. It is not that color, it's white on top. And Mom had two of them. She had Old Baldy, and then she had Old Harry, which had a lot more hairs, which you can't find anywhere in the whole world. So we have a few of these guys left. We don't have a ton, but I wanted to show you they fit right on top of our, I don't want to dump it over, but it fits right on top of there. And obviously you can shake it up. And I kind of primed it a little bit and got some out here so that I could. So I'm going to go through, and first I'm going to make sure he's got some down in there. So I'm just kind of doing this on a little piece of paper. You can see that's the copper. But, oh, I better get my spray box here. Bear with me, guys. I told you I was not the most organized. So, here we go. My spray box is back. The reason I'm doing this, you'll see in a second, because Old Baldy is pretty good at making nice big starbursts. Old Harry was even better, but it tends to make a bit of a mess. So you do a big splitty splat, and it just kind of gives some cool texture along there. You could totally let this dry as is. I have a card here that Mom made. It actually has her writing on the back. Aw. Anyway, she did it on some burgundy colored cardstock. And you can see she did a whole bunch of layers of different colors of those Glitz Spritz with that. Can we see it here? Oh, I hate this filming thing. But you can see the splatters here. The other kind of cool thing is while it's still wet, you can actually put embossing powder on there and emboss some of the wet spots, which is kind of a cool addition. The other thing you can do, obviously, once you've got these splatters, you could do multicolored splatters like Mom did, or you could add more spritz on top of it just to kind of give it a little bit more depth too. And obviously, the copper really stands out because it's a really good contrast to the black background. And actually, here he is. I did one a little earlier that I did. That's dry now, so you can see. And then I kind of sprayed over the top just a tiny little bit of the copper just to make it so that it had a little bit of background there. But isn't he cool? So then the other thing you can do with the Glitz Spritz is they come in magical form. We call them glitzy because we didn't want to make them exactly the same or we'd all be confused. And I have taken them and put them in our little shaker jars so that I can use them in that way along with this. But what I like to do, and I'm going to use her Ritzy Rose Gold here, I think it's kind of neat sometimes to just watercolor with them because it's a really soft look. And hopefully, I haven't done this in years, so you are right here with me as we are doing this together. But you can kind of make it in a pattern. And of course, the lovely cardstock that I picked is really, really old and cheap. And it likes to pull up some of the ink from the black in the cardstock because it's that not so great. But you can paint with it. Obviously, you can add more to it. But I like the idea of doing that and then maybe doing a little spritz on top with my mister that's not sitting right here where it should be, but I'll use a different one. So I'm gonna kind of mist, and because it's still wet, it's gonna activate what's already in there. So then I think I'm gonna do gold over the top. I'm just gonna do a little shake of the gold. And obviously this doesn't give that same blooming that we have in our regular shakers because there's no dye in there to bloom, but it does add these kind of speckles on there. And if I want to kind of make a mix in with that background color, or what I did the copper before, then you can see up here it's starting to kind of blend in. And I can just kind of doop it if I want a little more or a little less. I don't want to do too much because I do like that little speckly look. So that adds a whole different image as well. You also can do like this particular card Mom made, minus this, that's been embossed. And then she embossed, I don't know if you can see that gold, is a holly leaf, like holly leaves with some holly berries in there. But then this background that you can see is scintillating silver, one of our great silvers, in Glitz Spritz, and it just gives enough interest in movement that it just adds such a beautiful little extra to the background on that card. So they're a great addition product. They're not necessarily all by themselves, though they are pretty darn cool. And I want to go back and revisit this guy again because as he's drying, he's getting even cooler looking. So I think what I would do, I mean, I could leave him like this, maybe put a die cut over the top, or I'm not even sure what, but I also think I could add a few more colors, maybe a blue, and add to that in there. So that they're kind of a cool thing. They're very subtle on light colors. And I'll show you here an example. I did one of those flowers with Blushing Banshee a little earlier. So you can see she's very soft. This was a white flower to start with. And I just did a little bit on there. And as she dries, because she's still just a bit damp, the shimmer will come through a little more. But it's just a nice, soft, subtle coloring. And if you wanted to do that same thing, so on white, I want to at least give you that look. So I'm taking Shimmering Siren. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm going to take a lighter color because I want to show you that they're soft but still beautiful on lighter colors. So I'm going to take my paintbrush and I'm just dipping that guy right in the jar like that. Yeah, that's my super cool technique. And I'm just going to paint on here with it. And then I think I'm going to just kind of maybe do that little striping look like I did with the tree, which of course I didn't emboss on here for you to see. So I'm going to dry this and come back. Okay, so, you know, I may have mentioned a couple times that I am not the tidiest crafter, and it comes out when I go to show you something that then has a pink spot and a blue spot that randomly fell from the air. The sky was on the paper. I don't know. So ignore those two, but you can see the rest of where I painted that it just gives that really nice, soft, subtle shimmer. And obviously this one I painted at a zigzag kind of direction. And then I also have one here that I just sprayed, and I sprayed him with Shimmering Sirens, which is that bluish color, and Flaming Fay, which is the copper. So just kind of a cool, almost a maybe robin's egg. It looks more that way in person than my lovely camera is picking up, but that's the Glitz Spritz. It is a really nifty product. Beloved by Lindy, and Again, just either use by itself to make these projects that maybe have the darker colored cardstock, or use them in conjunction with other things to bring out the richness.